Life sucks, especially if you're a vampire bounty hunter. Let's find out if the female of the species is really deadlier than the male with Durham Red. In the atomic war of 2150, Britain was devastated, and the survivors, warped by the mutating effects of Strontium-90 fallout, were forced to grow up in ghettos and take the only job open to them, bounty hunting. Created by writers John Wagner and Alan Grant with artist Carlos Esquerra, Red is one of the toughest search and destroy agents, known as the Strontium Dogs. Even amongst her own, her vampiric mutation leaves her ostracised, as she spent decades on the frontier planets of the galaxy, tracking down the lawless, the insane, or the merely unpopular, sometimes working with or against fellow bounty hunters like Johnny Alpha or Midden-Face McNulty. In her first appearance, she teamed up with Alpha to rescue a befuddled Ronald Reagan from a group of militant alien terrorists. But after decades of killing to survive while watching her friends and lovers die, she grew weary and placed herself in suspended animation. When she woke up after more than 1,200 years, she found herself at the centre of a centuries-old conflict between humans and mutants. Dan Abnett and Mark Harrison plunged Red into a dystopian sci-fi future where a whole religion had inadvertently sprung up around her sleeping figure. She had become the Saint of Mutants. Red has always been a fascinating character, from being Grant and Wagner's gun-toting vampire to Abnett's smart aleck caught up in a galactic war. She's always thrown up interesting questions about sexism, racism, religious bigotry, and challenging the male-dominated world in which she lives. You can read Red's original adventures in the Durham Red Bitch collection or the Strontium Dog Agency files, and Abnett and Harrison's future timeline is collected in the Scarlet Cantos, Vermin Stars and Empty Suns collections. Do let us know what you think about Durham Red, whether you are new to the character or whether you've been reading her for years. Next week, the 2000 AD ABC moves on to something a little bit different: superpowered gangsters in family.